Welcome to Woodland Park. This is just a great little neighborhood that I want to show you in Sarasota, Florida. Come join me as I give you a little tour of a great little neighborhood, Sarasota, Florida, best city in Southwest Florida. So please stay tuned. Woodland Park, Sarasota, Florida, great neighborhood, affordable. First of all, where is it? So it is located just south of Fruitville, right in between Beneva and McIntosh. Very convenient to downtown, not too far from I-75 if you need to commute. And actually the beaches are not far either. So I just really love this neighborhood. It's always been really a cozy spot, I thought, and I just want to show you around here. I remember when I first moved here in 2002, Woodland Park was actually one of the very first neighborhoods I saw. So maybe it's more nostalgic for me. It reminds me of back home because it's a lot of trees and very wooded and lush, and I kind of really love that. So, but that is one of the reasons that makes Woodland Park so unique. So when you come into the neighborhood, you can see how lush and green and canopied all of these streets really are. Kind of opens up a little bit here and there, but generally it's really nice and canopied, and there's a lot of speed bumps. So it kind of makes you slow down a little bit because it is, you know, there's lots of kids in here because it's in a great school district. So, but it's very noticeably lush, and you know, it's completely different than like if you drive through a new construction community where you see starkness and, you know, they're still developing and things like that. And we're kind of right here in the heart of Sarasota, truly. So very convenient location. We love this area, easy access to everything, as I said. As always, I've got some factoids as well. So there are 220 homes here, built from 1985 to 1992. And a lot of varying styles, actually, from like the two-story colonials to like a contemporary California almost vibe. Lots of Florida, you know, one-story ranches. You've got some two-story. All of them have at least a two-car garage as well, and split plans for the most part because of the age. Usually, like, you know, some of the mid-century homes are not split plan with the master and the the primary and the other bedrooms on one side. 85 and up, you know, that was very common to split the floor plan, in other words, split the bedrooms for privacy. So all of the homes here have that split privacy. Actually, and then most of these are actually wood frame construction with like a brick and or like cedar veneer. I'm sure some of them have changed over to stucco. Like actually this one behind me is more like a stucco, kind of a typical Florida house that you see. The notable builders, there's two notable builders in here, Weatherington and Todd Johnston. Two very well-known builders still building here in the area. I still see Weatherington's commercials on TV, but two very reputable, high-quality, great builders. So we love that. The other thing that's noteworthy is the lot sizes. Some are smaller, ranging in the 6,500 range on up to 34,000. So approaching almost an acre, not quite, but larger lots. There's a house behind me here. I'll show you. Looks gorgeous with all the trees and everything. And you kind of have that. So you've got the driveway that kind of goes around like this and it hides the house. I love that. I love that. Makes you want to go and see the house. So that's really pretty. Just the trees. I mean, the trees alone here just make it worth being back here, I think. I really like it. And most of them do have pools, so that's great. I went and looked at all the ones that have sold in the last 3 years, and like 19 out of 26 had pools. It is deed restricted, but the HOA fee is really not bad. I mean, compared to some, $707 per year for the HOA fee, and that just basically pays for, there's a HOA manager, the common street lighting and the common irrigation and things like that. So it will be restricted. Most of the deed restrictions will just fall under Sarasota County. Like, for example, renting, normally it would fall under the 1 month minimum rental policy, so you have to have a 1 month minimum lease up to 12 times per year. But I saw some differing information about that, and it seems to be that it's a little more restricted in here. And I think it's more like 3 month minimum twice per year. And that's just to have like higher quality tenants and just not the riffraff in and out kind of people that want to rent and party and have fun, you know, to maintain the value and maintain like this semblance of order and peace and quiet. Generally, you know, you want to have, and just having that better quality type of a renter generally when they kind of stay longer, because they tend to take care of it better as like their own property. Some of the properties down here in this area do have they're low lying and they do land in that sort of flood zone. It's interesting because properties here in Sarasota, like it's not just you're in a flood zone or you're not. Some are actually in between. So like part of the property could be like not flood zone, like zone X, which is not flood zone, or zone AE and above. AE is in a flood zone. I think it's like within the 1% chance of flooding or something like that. I have to, don't quote me, but some of these are in partial flood zones. So your flood insurance shouldn't be too bad. It'd probably be like less than $1,000 a year, I'm guessing, give or take, 1,500 max, maybe, just a guess, but probably in that range. And that's because this toward the south of this neighborhood, it kind of butts up to Philippi Creek, and Philippi Creek is a obviously a waterway. So and that was it pretty much. And then they added, I'm actually standing in the Oaks section, which was added on to later, but it's all part of Woodland Park, totaling about 220 homes total here. So we love Woodland Park. There's a couple of other great little neighborhoods around here, like Sherwood Forest and a couple of others, Nottingham. I've sold in here, you know, many times over my career. And again, it's just a convenient location, great for families. And oh, the prices, I didn't even mention that. Prices right now, gosh, that's important. So currently there are only 2 for sale. $645 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, no pool, 2,476 square feet. There's another one listed for $599, about 300 square feet smaller, makes sense. 3-bedroom, 3-bath with a pool. I tell you what, the properties with the pools right now are going faster than the ones without, generally speaking. And you know what? It is what it is, because the cost of pools have gone up so much. I remember quoting $50,000 for a pool. No more. Generally, it's like $80,000 starting. That's kind of like the bottom of the barrel. $80,000 probably without a screen, and on up. I mean, obviously, the more you add on spa, screen, and all that stuff, the more it's going to cost. So what else? What else? We have one pending. I've seen this house. I've shown it actually. $750. It's a lovely 4-bedroom, 2-bath courtyard with a pool in the middle. So the courtyard has the pool in the middle. So some of these back here are courtyard layout. It's not for everybody. It depends on like the lot and the location. In that case, it worked really nicely, like just really a nice wraparound. So the pool is really, really private in many cases, but that's the courtyard layout. We've had some solds over the last, I think I went back a year, kind of ranging from the high 4s to low 8s in here. So great for someone wanting to enter into the Sarasota market. If you do have kids too, it is Fruitville Elementary, McIntosh Middle, and Sarasota High School districts back here. So do your research on schools. I've heard good things about McIntosh, but obviously as a parent, you want to do all the research because it's a big deal, you know, sending your kids to school and learn. But anyway, I think that's it in a nutshell. I would love to give you a tour of Woodland Park if this kind of fits in your criteria. And if you're undecided on whether you want to purchase a home or condo, I just did a video about how we decide to help you in terms of deciphering home or condo. I'm here to help. I'm here to facilitate. I'm here to show you in just the best areas for resale. And I'm always thinking resale because I want you to call me, and I want to basically be your realtor for life. So you're going to be stuck with me, just so you know, if you call me. You're stuck with me. So anyway, call me anytime. I'd love to chat with you about the market or whatever. And I do post every single month at the end of the month a market update for you. So check that out. 941-544-7690 or ShaylaTwit@gmail.com.